Hello everyone. In today's video, we'll check out the best camera under $1,500 in the market. The camera under $1,500 I listed here are recommended by the reviewers and have lots of positive feedback from the actual users, so if you're looking for the best one for you that is worth your money, then keep watching this video. I guarantee you'll find the best and suitable one for you from this list. One more thing, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and check the links in the description. Okay, let's start with the video. At the first position of our list, we have Sony Alpha 7. Sony is known for putting the most technologically capable cameras on the market. Especially in terms of dynamic range and autofocus, Sony Alpha 7, released in late 2020, is their latest offering and continues that tradition well. Inside its small and primarily metal weather-resistant body, the 7 surprisingly contains a 24 full-frame sensor and a Beyond X processor. This means that you get Sony's real-time AF tracking system, which comes with face and eye detection for humans and animals, along with an excellent dynamic range for boosting shadows. The body is well designed and feels rugged, although the chunky grip might not be suited for small hands. Even Sony's menu system takes some getting used to because it offers a lot of customization for enthusiast photographers. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Olympus Mon Mark. Olympus has been an established presence in the camera industry since forever, and the sale of its camera business to another technology company means that the Mon Mark III is the last professional mirrorless camera with the Olympus label. But the Mon III will undoubtedly go out strong, sporting a 20.4 micro Four Thirds sensor and a new Trupic Roman 9 processor. The Mon III produces the classic Olympus skin tones, which are matched only by Fujifilm. The camera gives a superb dynamic range and low light image quality compared to other micro Four Thirds cameras, but falls slightly short of APS-C and full-frame sensors. The number 3 position is held by Fujifilm X-T4, easily the most stylish camera on this list. The Fujifilm X-T4 is Fuji's latest APS-C mirrorless and contains the brand's flagship features. The XT series of Fuji has always been a fan favorite. It gives a bump to that lineup with lots of dials, and body stabilization, faster autofocus, and exceptional video features in a metal, weather-sealed body. The 26 CMOS sensor captures excellent dynamic range, and the Eterna Crackrose Velvia film simulations can be used to get amazing out-of-camera. Combine that with speeds of 20 FPS in continuous shooting and a buffer that clears within 2 seconds, and you have a camera that will serve you well for street and journalistic photography. The Fuji X-T4 also provides improved tracking of your subject and autofocus, although the Sony cameras will be more accurate with rapidly moving subjects. Next at number 4 we have Nikon Z5. Like the Sony Alpha 7, the Nikon Z5 is a full-frame mirrorless camera that comes with image stabilization in a weather-sealed body and sits below the premium 6 and 7. The camera has a 24 full-frame sensor, which is easily the best in class in terms of raw dynamic range, given the sensor's combined power and the Speed 6 processor. The body is quite ergonomic and much more comfortable than the Sony or Fujifilm mirrorless cameras under $1,500. However, there are no retro-style dials, which make the Fuji cameras so fun to use. The weather sealing is extensive, and light range should not be a problem at all for the Z5. Complementing the comfortable body is a 3.6-inch electronic viewfinder, which is much better than what the Sony 7 offers, and a 3.2-inch tilting touchscreen LCD. The in-body image stabilization also works very well, although at 5 stops, it won't be as effective as the Fujifilm X-T4 or Olympus M10. The number 5 position is held by Olympus M5 Mark, the smaller brother of the M10. The M5 Mark III is a micro Four Thirds camera aimed at enthusiasts looking for their first mirrorless camera. Most of the features like a weather-sealed body, quantum sensor, 121-point app system, and an articulating touchscreen LCD are common, making the M5 III. The inclusion of in-body image stabilization is excellent because you won't have to worry about carrying a tripod everywhere or raising your eyes up for evening shots. Additionally, the fastest shutter speed is 1/8000, which makes shooting in bright sunlight a bit easier. The number 6 position is dominated by Fujifilm X-T30. Dubbed the Little Giant, the X-T30 II lives up to the name with ease. Although it is the younger sibling of the premium X-T3, there are many features that have been carried over. Featuring the excellent 26 CMOS sensor and gorgeous Fuji looks, the X-T30 II is a camera that can do a bit of everything. The autofocus system has been heavily updated from the previous X-T20 and now features 425 points, touch-to-focus features, and face and eye detection like the X-T3. Even if getting the AF settings right takes some time, it is worth it. There are really few cameras in this price range that match the AF speeds of the X-T30. Especially in low light, the tilting touchscreen LCD makes the camera easy to use unless you have huge hands. The shallow grip and small buttons are the only drawbacks to this otherwise fun-to-use camera. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Sony A6600, perhaps the closest rival of the Fujifilm X-T30. The Sony A6600 has a few features that are not found in other APS-C mirrorless bodies, along with some quirks. Modeled along the lines of previous A6000 bodies, small but hefty, the A6600 comes with a sturdier body, chunkier grip, and a bigger battery. The 24-inch CMOS sensor is coupled with in-body image stabilization, which gives it an edge over cameras like the X-T30. Since this is a Sony camera, you can expect excellent dynamic range for landscape shots. However, getting the perfect skin colors might require some post-processing. While it is a great action and street photography camera, the A6600 requires regular practice and a steep learning curve. For landscape shooters who require dynamic range and low light quality, there are other options to consider. The number 8 position is held by Nikon Z50. While the Z5 was a top-of-the-line full-frame camera, the older Nikon Z50 is a 20.9mm APS-C camera aimed at enthusiasts. In fact, it was the first APS-C mirrorless camera from Nikon featuring the Z mount. Because the sensor used in the Z50 is the same as the one in the flagship D500 with an upgraded Speed 6 processor, you can be assured that the lower resolution does not reduce the dynamic range. Although there's no image stabilization or weather sealing here, the AF module contains 209 points coupled with a speed of 11 FPS. With Nikon's recently developed face and eye detection, while it works well enough for general use, the face/eye detect feature is available only in auto area mode. This means that you will have to choose between the convenience of face detect and control over the AF point. Even the subject tracking is available only in the auto area mode and is not as accurate as Sony or Canon's dual pixel. Next at number 9 we have Olympus M10 Mark III. Unlike the M1 and M5, the Olympus M10 is an inexpensive entry-level mirrorless camera with features that are justified by the price. At first glance, the 20-micro 4/3 sensor with a 121-point contrast detect autofocus does not seem impressive. The contrast AF tracking is not as reliable as the phase detect systems other cameras offer. You will probably have to stick with the central point for the best results. What makes the M10 Roman 4 a good budget choice for travel is its in-body stabilization, selfie-friendly touchscreen LCD, and the ability to charge over USB. The camera can even manage a speed of 15 FPS and 4K video up to 30 FPS, although there are no mic inputs, and the focusing is slow. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Fujifilm X-T. Fujifilm is one of the few brands that put the APS-C camera sensor size on a pedestal, sitting above the X-T30 and right below the X-T4. The X-T3 continues the Fuji legacy of affordable, good-looking cameras with excellent features. While the X-T3 does not have in-body image stabilization, it was the first camera to feature the 26x trans CMOS sensor and X processor 4. At the time of its release, it also packed in Fuji's latest AF system with 425 points, improved face detection, better subject tracking, and a shooting speed of 20 FPS with the electronic shutter. This feature set is impressive, even in 2020. That's all for today. If you've already used any of these products, do let us know by commenting below. It will help others to a worthy buy. Thanks for watching.